What's going on, everyone? Today we are opening up 2025 Bowman Chrome. New release just came out today. We've got 2 boxes, so I'm going to open both boxes today, see what we can pull. I really haven't done any research on this. I'm not a huge prospector. I don't know a ton of the young kids, so you're going to have to forgive me for my sins on this one, as I am not quite sure what I'm looking for. Usually I try to do a little bit more research than zero, but that's where we are today. I'm excited to... I know that this can have a lot of the younger rookies, people that are not in like Chrome this year, stuff like that. So chasing those really big names, Suzuki and Roman Anthony, who is the person I'm really chasing. On a couple people on this box here. 2 autos, obviously looking for low-end color, stuff like that. Excited to rip into this. Starting off with some Vets, Correa, and Mookie Betts. So I do know like the red logo. For your rookie, if they win Rookie of the Year, add some value, stuff like that. Max volume, Dalton Rushing for your first insert, and first color we're going to hit is a green Shohei Ohtani out of 99. That's where you started off right there. So we got a nice Ohtani out of 99. Happy to see that. And then Christian Campbell right behind that, and that looks like a pretty sick insert right there. So not exactly sure what this is, but sorry. Not entirely sure what this is. Maybe some sort of case hit. We can be hopeful. Bo Davidson, Roman Anthony, there we go. One of the guys we're looking for there. Nate George and Ethan Salas, another top prospect. So pack 1, hopefully everything stays the same, because pack 1 was phenomenal. That's the way I like to start there, and hopefully we can keep that going, especially with some of our rookies. Imanaga, Nito, sorry, Blake Snell. And behind it we got a mini diamond, Bo Davidson on your first Bowman. I don't see a number on the mini diamond, so not numbered. And then behind that we have a Prism or a Pulsar. Devin Fitzgerald, first Bowman from your Rangers. And then I wasn't sure if this was going to have, looked like it had a spot maybe for an auto. Fernando Tatis on your Adios. It's a pretty cool set right there. I like that. Sandlin, DeFrank, Marshawn, and Strop on your first Bowmans. Trying to see these cards not through the phone, especially when I'm, not 100% familiar with, can't just relate the face to the person, so looking at it through the camera makes it a little bit harder. So that's why I kind of look like a little crazy here. First song for your rookie, Suzuki. So first Suzuki rookie there. We got Cade Horton on your rookie, and then behind that, okay, Mangum, another, and Kevin Alvarez on your first Bowman. At a 299 there. That was a struggle. So don't know much about him. As I said, I'm not going to know a lot of these young kids. And then it looks like a downtown. So I don't know what these inserts are, but behind that looks pretty interesting. Let's see who that is. It came into the league. Okay, never mind. I know what that is. Came into the league. Nice insert behind that. We got a couple first Solace. Cool to end us off. So hit our first auto. Have to do a little bit of research. As I said, not super familiar with a lot of these guys. I know I should be a little bit more. Let's see. Sometimes you can kind of go off as a Astros 2025 as a free agent. So usually not the best sign to see a free agent pick and not like a nice, early round, first round, second round pick. But got Trey Turner, Christian Yelich, another red Logan Henderson on your red logo rookie there. Behind that, meteoric rise of Juan Soto. I do like the inserts this year. De La Cruz on your refractor out of 499. Unfortunately, I don't know if you guys can see that. That card is smoked. That's a... I don't think that's coming off. Maybe it will. We'll have to test it out, but I think that's a ding to the surface of that card. So hopefully he's not one of the young kids that you're chasing. And then this will answer my question on a case hit. Christian Moore, this is definitely not a case hit. But a cool looking card nonetheless. Taylor, Pena, Charlie right there. Nice hit there. And then finish it off with your first Bowman. One auto remaining. 2 packs. See what we're looking for. Started off with Ohtani. Your base. Ketel Marte. Jazz Chisholm. And behind that we got a purple. Not a first Bowman. Okay, Bubba Chandler. See, I don't know if this is an auto spot. And then the Adios Jack right there. That's pretty cool. I like that for a nice insert. Alright. Ended off with 4 of our first Bowmans. Last pack should have the second auto we're looking for here. We did pull a color auto, so hopefully we don't just hit a base. But let's see what we can pull in this pack. Drake Baldwin. Start us off on our rookies. Rocker. And then we got a pink from your Angels. Zach Neto again. A couple of his cards here. And then this is probably going to be our auto. First for your Pirates, Will Taylor. So base Will Taylor, I like the auto. It's a pretty nice auto right there. A lot of times, you know, you get these short little things, so that's a pretty cool auto. As I said, don't know anything about the first Bowman class, what I'm really chasing, but Will Taylor there. Soriano. Christian Moore again on It Came to the League. And then finishing off with our first Bowmans. So, all guys I'm going to have to do a little bit of research on. For our first pack, not too bad, obviously. Some bigger things like the Ohtani to 99 was a nice start to the box there. All right, box number 2. Definitely looks like some good value. I mean, you got a lot of inserts, a lot of cool stuff. So happy with that. As far as auto value, I'm not really 100% sure. I think these boxes run me. We're running them about $300 online through Topps. So what it ends up being in the secondary market, I'm curious to kind of go see. I feel like this is gonna be one of those products that, like Finest, I try not to rip a ton of product. We got a rookie red. Kobe Mayo, there's a nice one. So Kobe Mayo on your rookie red there. That's probably that's a nice one. I know that he didn't do as well this season, I think, as people are expecting him to, but one of your bigger names. If that goes into next season, James Wood on your rookie, Yerok Rise, so back-to-back 2 of the top rookies. Lopez at a $4.99, and Jack on this cool insert. I should have looked that up real quick, done a quick little edit and gone back to kind of see what that is. Alright. But I feel like, as I was saying, I don't do a ton of ripping, just a rip. I like to try to get a little bit of each product, but I feel like I kind of missed out on Finest. I wish I opened more Finest, and I feel like this might be a product where I'm kind of kicking myself and wanting to go back and grab some more. Just looks like it's got some cool inserts, a lot of cool stuff so far. Mookie got a purple. So I'm not going to begin to pronounce his first name. At a 250 for your Guardians. First Bowman there. Shohei on your Adios. Nice insert. Then we finish it off. Not all first Bowmans. To say I thought all those spots were, but we had one prospect in there. Alright. Pack number 3. I'm going to guess this is going to have an auto in it. I didn't really pay attention to which pack was it. The auto spot, if it's like at the bottom pack, each one has the auto, maybe. Minaga, Nito, Mike Trout, nice, down to $2.99 there, and this is out of 99, so now we have an insert version of this hit, and that is going to be George Lombard Jr., so I'm pretty sure this is a decent hit. If I'm not mistaken, I know the name, and if I know the name, that's probably a good sign. So out of 99 on your Yankee, that I'm hoping that's a huge hit. And behind that, Noah Schultz. And then there's one of the big hits you're looking for. Pizana, I know I know that name. I know that's one of the people we're looking for. So hit a lot of the younger guys that I know. I'm hoping that George Lombard Jr. is something huge. I love that insert. That card looks awesome. Having autos on that is gonna be sick. So cool card. Unfortunately, it's a Yankee. I'm not a big Yankee man, being a Red Sox fan. So Birdsong on your rookie red there, and then behind that, Norman Anthony max volume. It's a cool one for me. Dillinger at a $4.99. Then Max Clark. And finish it off with some of our prospects. Yeah, I'll definitely probably be getting a couple more boxes of this. I wish I bought it directly from Topps, but we'll pay a little bit more for premium. That's fine. I think this will be a fun box. This pack has like a decent size, like creasing out or rip, but it doesn't look like hit the back of the card. So Freddie Freeman, Gunner, Corbin Carroll, having kind of an up and down season this year. All right, this is your mini diamond. First Bowman, New York Yankee. Behind that, another Yankee. We're smashing Yankees in this box, so hopefully we're looking for a lot of Yankees. I mean, usually a pretty stacked farm system. Cam Smith on your adios. All right, and then finish off with the 4 there. Last pack, last auto. Have a 1 to 99. Let's see if we can finish it off with a real banger here. Hope if I can open these packs. I'm trying not to kill these cards. And also, I have 4 blasters of Optic Football I'm looking to rip as well, and box of Tribute I'm selling, but if I don't sell it, I'm going to probably rip it very soon. So looking to do a PSA order. Matt Shaw there. Your rookies, nice there. James Wood right behind that. Hit some of the bigger rookies of this year, and then Darby on your first base for your San Francisco Giants. And then behind that, it came to the league, Max Clark. Darby aside there. All right. Another first there. All right, we ended off there. So we'll see. I appreciate you guys. If you've hung out this long, please like, subscribe, comment, all that stuff. It greatly helps me out. I know I don't know a ton about the first Bowman, but it's a cool little preview of it to show off what it looks like. I love ripping it. It's a good way for me to learn the prospects and who we should be looking for in the future, and going to card shows gives me names to look for when I'm digging through those dollar boxes, or, you know, I tend to go through a lot of boxes, $5 boxes. A lot of the vendors I like tend to have just boxes with, it can be $1 to $100 card in it. So love looking through that, love learning some of the people I'm looking for, but appreciate you guys. That's all for now. Have a great day.